Hello everyone and welcome to Motorsport Manager. Now I've just got to do a couple of last checks to check the audio is going fine. Is anyone in the chat? We'll have a look. For some reason the game doesn't seem to want to stream in 720p, even though I have actually, got it in 720p, so apologies if you wanted it in higher definition. The game doesn't seem to want to stream in 720p, even though I have actually, got it in 720p, so apologies if you wanted it in higher definition. The game doesn't seem to want to stream in 720p, even though I have actually, got it in 720p, so apologies if you wanted it in higher definition. The game doesn't seem to want to stream in 720p, even though I have I do apologise, I probably should have set this up better before I started. Yeah, there's a couple of issues right now. So I do apologise, but we'll try and get those fixed ASAP. Oh, Liam Talks Motorsport actually is in the chat. Hello, Liam. He says, hello, he's doing a challenge right now, the one with Predator Racing. I'm also doing a challenge, which is the one with Archer BMR, but today we're going to be doing the achievement where we take Kitano Sport, one of the top teams and an analogue for McLaren Honda, back to the top of the sport, and I've read a guide. I have a couple of sneaky tricks up my sleeve to help me achieve that. How's my audio, by the way? Is it alright? Then maybe need to turn it down a little bit. I'm not sure why the stream's not displaying in 720p, so apologies for that. I'll try and figure out what's causing that for the next stream. Audio's good. Okay, well, if you're ready, I'll start. So what we're going to do is we're going to go new career. We're going to select short races. We'll keep British pounds because that's the only currency I'm really familiar with on here. Turn autosave off because I don't want 10 identically named saves cluttering up my folder. No mods. Turn off the tutorials. I know what I'm doing. Here we go, we can make our manager. So we are going to be calling ourselves Jeb Dennis, Ron Dennis's slightly earthier cousin from New Zealand, with a cooler name, and yeah, that's about it. So that's Jeb Dennis. I'll put in my date of birth, 28th of December. Make it a little bit older because you can't have a 17-year-old running a race team. But let's say 1975, just for simplicity's sake. We'll go to Australasia, New Zealand, and now this is very important. I'm going to be selecting the Politico backstory trait. Now this obviously gives me 4 points of voting power per season, where regularly you only get 1 or 2 or 3 if you abstain from other votes. However, vote proposals are free of charge, and that is going to be the major defining factor in this playthrough. It's a surprise tool that will help us later, but suffice to say the vote proposal thing is the most crucial element of this single playthrough. Now, we've obviously got male gender. We can have some hats. We can have a chicken hat. We can have a army hat. We can have a beret, or whatever that is, bust cap. Go for there. And just randomize this a bit. Of course, we don't see our hair. No facial hair. Put some glasses on. There we go. That's Jib Dennis done. Now we've got to choose our team, and as we know, we have to select Kitano Sport. So all of the pre-made livery teams in the game are roughly similar to sort of real-life analogues of the 2015 Formula 1 teams. So for example, you've got Chariot Motor Group. They're absolutely bottom bin in everything except the staff and the sponsors. And this is Mana Marussia, you know, definitely not suited to competing in Formula 1. And then you've got Villan Racing, Sauber, Thornton Motorsport, Lotus, Rosato Corsa, Toro Rosso, Van Dort Racing, which as far as I can tell is a bit of a mix between Renault and Force India, mostly Force India, Kitano Sport, McLaren Honda, Windsor Racing, obviously Williams, Panther Race Team, Red Bull, Scuderia Rossini, Ferrari, and Steinman Motorsport, the all-conquering Mercedes. Now for this, we've got to pick the Kitano Sport team. So as you can see, we've got an average car, the best drivers on the grid, the best headquarters on the grid, but our staff, sponsors, and I'm not sure what that is, pit crew, sorry, are pretty average. But we've got a decent budget, so we could actually be able to push ourselves up the rankings a bit. Here we are, we're in the loading screen now. The stream might be running on a bit of a delay. Let me know how that goes, guys. If there's anyone actually watching, of course. Here we are then. We've got Javier Vasquez, who is obviously supposed to be some sort of XP of Fernando Alonso. We've got Jenny North, who is, I believe, an XP of Jenson Button. And if we have a look at the drivers tab here, we can see that we've got Javier Vasquez, who has obviously got the highest stats. He's an expert in Portugal. He wants to be the #1 driver. He's a first lap hero, a wise old hand, and he owns his own go-karting school. Now he's got a pretty illustrious career. He started with Thornton or Lotus and won 2 races in his rookie season, and he's won a race in every season up until then. I do believe he is a champion, but unfortunately the original Motorsport Manager doesn't show that. His marketability is 66%, which is not too bad. Now Jenny North is Jenson Button, also starting to age, and she has the wilts at home trait, which means if she's in Guildford, the British Grand Prix, she will almost never win a race, like Jenson Button himself, of course. Now she started, of course, back with Chariot in the WMC. She has had a longer career than Vasquez, even though Alonso had a longer career than Button, I suppose, or Button had a slightly longer career with Williams in 2000, whereas Alonso started in 2001. However, we have Jens Bergman here, who is the frustrated reserve, and he's pretty awful, actually. He's been the reserve driver for 4 years at Chariot. And he's also obviously our reserve driver. He's got no marketability, and his star rating is only 3.5 stars. So we're definitely going to want to replace him with a much better driver. Of course, his feedback is actually quite good, 17, whereas North's feedback is 18, Vasquez is 20, so we don't really need a good reserve driver. However, our staff are falling behind. We've got 3 and a bit stars, we've got 3 stars and 3 stars. That's pretty awful. However, our one main crucial advantage is having that good HQ. We've got max level design center, max level factory, a helipad, scouting facility, a handling development center, and we can build a lot of new stuff. So theme park is 100 million. Tour center 1.5 million. And I do believe Kitano starts with the road car factory. Yep, back there. And we're making actually quite a bit of money. You're not really a racer, are you? More of a political kind of person. Oh well, whatever. I guess I'm really well with Jenny North. Did Alonso get along well with Button? I can't really remember. Javier Vasquez good night. Okay, oh well. Jenny North doesn't think as much of Javier Vasquez as Vasquez thinks of her. I'm going to be working my socks off to prove to you that I'm a much better driver. Looks like we've got a great chance at winning some silverware this season, so let's give it our best shot. Targets, I say we shoot low. Shoot low. We lose a little bit of money, but that's fine. We're going to get a lot of it back. Our marketability is pretty good, 85.7. Sponsor appeal level is 4 stars. We'll wait and see if we get some better offers first. But let's have a look at the car. So our engine, of course, we have a Nippon engine, which is the game's equivalent of Honda, like McLaren Honda. And of course we've got the 7th best gearbox to go with that engine. We've got the 4th best brakes, 2nd best front wing, 4th best suspension, 7th best rear wing. So we've got a pretty solid package aside from the crappy engine. And what we want to do is to pump up all the reliability of the lower end parts. Because we've got our good factory, we'll complete all those one day before the race. Now I think that's just about it. Oh, we've got to accept the tutorial about the pit crew members first. But let's see, that's a pretty good lineup. Yeah, you could do better at tyres. No, you could do better at tyres, sorry. Yeah, you're definitely not great at tyres. But you are good on the front jack, so let's swap you out there. Okay, well, we'll keep it like that then. Finances, yep, we're losing a bit of money per race, but that should be alright. Alright, let's go. Let's warp forward to the first race, and we've got actually a couple of messages, so let's pause and check those. So, new Kitano Sport Manager announced Jeb Dennis. He's a total newcomer to the world of motorsport management. Well, I have 100 hours in this game. I don't mean to be rude, but I think you're the ones underestimating my ability here. Emma Gold says Jeb has been working at the Global Motorsport Association for years now. Ooh, giving him a great knowledge of all the ins and outs of the sport. Yep, I certainly do. I certainly do. It's certainly an interesting move from Kitano Sport to appoint such an experienced manager. Just you wait, sunshine. Just you wait. Is Richard's going to retire? I don't care. Fan reaction to Jeb Dennis taking the reins at Kitano Sport has been mixed. Kitano Sport's loyal followers have flocked to social media to share their reactions. I'm going to give Jeb Dennis the benefit of the doubt. It could be a great appointment, said one of the more positive responses. Great job, great job. Is Dennis really good enough to manage our team? Asked another fan. Are you really good enough to be a fan of my team? Dennis asked him. Rude. Simply rude. So we've got 16 races: Doha, Yokohama, Beijing, Tondela, etc., etc. Let's have a look at how the reliability improvements are going on the car. So we want to have each part up to 85% before the first race of the season. Oh, interview request with UK Sports Network. Yup, Kitano Sport is your new home, but it isn't the best team in the WMC. What's your plan? We might not be one of the big boys. I'm gonna work. Yep, definitely. There we go. Some morale for the boys. I'm lucky enough to have inherited 2 great drivers. I'll play the diplomatic approach. I'll be nice. I read that you expected. Prediction seems fair, but I'm hoping that we're going to surprise you. We're known within the world of motorsport, but only as a GMA administrator. I plan to use every angle I can to help the team, political or otherwise. Look at that. Chairman like that one. Anyway, here we go. What was that? Oh, sponsor offers. Ooh. We've still got the 2 pretty rubbish offers in the per race sponsor. Northern Harbour. Let's walk forward a bit more and see if we get any sponsor offers before the actual race itself. So those are all at 87%. Let's just chuck 70, 75. And 75. See how far we've progressed with those then. 81 still. Got some more sponsor offers. We don't want an upfront payment, we want a regular payment, so I'll have to go with Brutus Tyres for now. They've given us a $500,000 sponsor signing bonus, that's pretty good. 5th, 6th or above. We'll just go for an upfront payment here, nothing special. Yep, we'll take you. Nice healthy balance, and see if we get any other better offers in the second slot. It's quite embarrassing to work at a HQ without a wind tunnel. When are you going to bite the bullet and stump up the cash for one? When we can afford it, which is not right now. You can shush please. Travelling to Doha, here we are, the first race of the season. Finally, the moment that all World Motorsport Championship fans have been looking forward to is here, the start of the new season. This year, Steinman Motorsport are looking like the team to beat, with a strong driver lineup of Harry Chapman, who is Lewis Hamilton, and Nina Holtz, who is Nico Rosberg, as well as an excellent technical team. I fancy Zoe Sharp's chances, to be honest. I'm no surprise if she were. I think Zoe Sharp is the Australian, so she's the equivalent of Daniel Ricciardo, and she starts out as one of the highest rated drivers in the series as well. So we'll just pop into the sponsor department, sign that last sponsorship deal quickly. And there we go, we are all ready. Now, I'm not too optimistic about our chances, so I'll go straight for the Rogerson Ales. We'll make £10,000, which is pretty good. Oh, we have to select tyres. Ah, God. I haven't really done the WMC before in this game. I've done a few races in the ERS and the APS, which is like Formula 3 and Formula 2, but yeah, I've not really done a race like this. What are the options? I'll just go for 3 of each. Oh, I can do 4 of each actually, can't I? 5 of each? Yeah, 5 of each. Not bad, not bad at all. I don't think we'll need any more than that. Part fitting. Okay, so there's some definite discrepancies between some parts, especially here on the brakes. I've actually accidentally only modified the reliability for North's brakes and not Vasquez's brakes, but hey ho, we'll see how we can improve on that as the season goes on. Here we are for the Doha GP. So I haven't got a setup. I'm going to see if I can use my Doha setups from the Asia Pacific Super Cup save I've got. See if that works, but otherwise we are pretty much buggered. We were going to have to start our journey from the back, as it were, with no setups, no experience, no nothing. Hopefully we learn pretty quickly. So where do you think we'll end up in our first race, chat? Let me know. Put some thoughts down in the comments. Do you think we'll get into the top 10? We'll make it to the points? Do you think we might even make it to the top 5? Or will we be bumbling around at the back of the grid with my awful skills? So, Doha, Track A. Oh, okay. I don't think I have a setup for Track A, actually. Doha. No, I only have setups for Doha, Track C. Oh, so this will be an interesting one then. So, we're going to go pretty conservative. We'll go 16-26 wings. We'll put the handling much firmer into the oversteer zone. It's a short gear ratios. It's quite a technical track, so put that there. High tire pressure and high tire camber. So we want to start both drivers on the soft tires because we want to get as much experience on the soft tires as we can for the race. We can level up soft tire experience in the practice sessions, and what that will do is increase the tire performance actually for the race. Slightly different setup here for North, and we'll take the practice. We'll send out Vasquez first. There we go, his setup's already done. And then we'll send out North. And I'm not sure why there was a bit of a lag spike there. I think it's all fine now. But we'll bring in both the drivers just to, get a feel for where they are in terms of feedback on the car. I don't want them to do laps in a car that feels terrible and then have them report back to me at the end of a 5-lap stint, the car feels bloody awful. I want to know that beforehand. I want to hit the setup as soon as I can, as early as I can in the session, so I can get as many good laps in under my belt. So, North says the handling feels awesome. Vasquez said nothing. And actually, he's got some pretty bad setup. So, they've got an optimum balance of 75%. That's not very good. Jessica Graham says, I assume that says I never played Motorsport Manager. Bit of a typo there. This is interesting. Well, thank you, Jessica. Hope you stick around. Anyway, we've got downforce poor. Vasquez doesn't like his downforce. Of course, Alonso has been famed for, being a bit scathing on the radio, so that's why he held his tongue, maybe, not wanting to disappoint the new manager. But we will give him a little bit more downforce, I think, and see how that goes. Just to check, make sure. Handling, he also said, was poor, so maybe he wants less oversteer. We'll put it there. And he likes the speed balance anyway, so we'll send him back out like that. And we'll put him on race trim, actually, because I don't care about qualifying. Our terrible engine means that we won't be doing very well at qualifying anyway. Ooh, North is much better. We've got poor downforce, but we've got, I think that was excellent handling and great speed balance. Yep, excellent handling, great speed balance. So what we want to do is maybe tick down the speed balance and see if that makes it better. Put up the downforce to 27.5, let's say, and see if that's any better. So send out. Sent on race trim. Tire choice softs, let's go. Oh, okay, it was I have never played Motorsport Manager. Thanks for clearing that up. That was a bit of a odd typo to read out aloud. I think I think the audio might be a bit quiet. I don't know why. I can't hear much. That could be a bit better, 60%. Anyway, back to the show. We'll bring in on North, bring in on Vasquez. North, of course, are leading for us here. We'll see if the downforce streaks are any better. This aero setup is way better, nice one. This aero is feeling so much nicer now. Well, that's what I wanted to hear. Good, great, and good. I didn't change the setup by that much. In fact, I hardly touched the handling settings at all. Why has that gone from excellent to... Oh. It's slightly changed. Speed balance. Okay, so she wants a faster car. Well, if it's a faster car you want, it's a faster car you can have. So that was roughly there. Maybe if I put some slightly less downforce on. There we go. If we try that, maybe that's a bit closer to our previously good setup. Here comes Vasquez or Alonso or whatever. And he's also on the same good, great, and good. Now he's a bit of a trickier customer because unlike North, he didn't have a lot to say on the first go round. So I don't really know what he likes and doesn't like. Well, he wants better downforce and handling, and I think the great, better downforce and speed balance, and I think the great handling is alright for now. So, well, he liked the speed balance when it was closer to top speed, so let's pump that up a bit. What about the handling? The handling was fine. The downforce, he didn't like it when it was lower, so let's pump it up a bit higher. $17.6 and 27.6, that's alright. Race trim, we'll go out again on the same soft tyres. And out they both go. Bring them both in. Yep, these practice sessions, they aren't the most fun thing in the world, and I do apologise if it's boring to watch, but... Oh, okay, that's got worse. The handling is spot on, but the speed balance remained good, and the downforce is actually worse. So, it's pretty clear she wants better downforce, higher downforce. There we go. That's... If we look at the good setup, that's much higher. And the handling still, I don't understand how it's right on top of it. What about that? Handling is good there. Oh, you wanted it back that way. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, this is Interesting. Yeah, right on the nose. There we go. Speed balance. It was better when it was faster, I think. You liked it more when it was quicker. Alrighty. After that, we'll send them out on the softs. Sorry, my voice is a little croaky first thing in the morning. And, wow, okay, so great, great, and excellent. That's very good. 96%. Okay, well, Vasquez for one doesn't need any changes. We'll keep him on the softs and just keep him running for a while. I'll just change the graphics quality because there might be a little bit of lag and I can't see why, but definitely running Motorsport Manager on a machine that can absolutely handle it, but yeah, there's a slight bit of lag for some reason, I don't know why. So we'll bring in North and we'll leave Vasquez out to do some quick laps. Pedro Mello, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, says, "Damn, you're already in Formula 1, I'm still in Formula 3, but the team is in a good position." Yep, but this isn't a custom created team like yours, I assume. This is Kitano Sport, one of the pre-made teams. We're trying to beat the Waiting in the Wings achievement, which is to win the World Championship with Kitano Sport by the end of 2018 season, so you know, I've already started in Formula 1, that's why I'm so good. North says, "Those tweaks to the downforce are great, nice job with the setup." Well, thank you, I tried. Let's see, can we get a good setup now? Excellent, excellent, and great. Absolutely fantastic, awesome, brilliant. Okay, we'll send North out on the softs just to get the last bit of soft tyre experience, and then we'll send her in after a lap on the softs. Race trim now level 2. Actually, we can bring in Vasquez after he's finished his lap. Of course, I just want to see where this puts us. He did a 1 minute 51 flat, which is 14th on a pair of worn softs. I do believe that's quite good, but we'll bring him in for now, and North can set her fast lap on the softs. So of course, our softs are very worn compared to the other teams, which means while we are on the softer compounded tyres, we are a lot slower than the hard runners. They're on fresh hards, or mostly fresh hards when they set their hot laps. We're on nearly dead softs. Feels like I've just got the right aero set up. Nice one, guys. Vasquez coming into the pits, and we'll swap him out for a set of mediums in order to get some medium experience on them. Send out. So North goes ahead of Vasquez's 1 minute 51.8, I believe it was. Let's have a look at the timings. So, yep, it was a 1 minute 51 flat actually, 0.038, and North goes just 0.37 thousandths of a second. Pedro Mello also says, yes, trying to win the championship with the 21st century McLaren Honda. Ha, good luck. Thank you very much. I suspect I will need it. So we're 17th and 16th, but that's not indicative of our true pace, it's just practice, remember? So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring North in at the end of this lap and put her on some hot laps on the mediums, get some experience in the medium tyres. Vasquez also on bring in. Race trim is already on level 3, so we might as well just send him out on medium tyres. Stints, qualifying trim 3 laps, tyre choice medium. There we go, okay. See how far our medium tyre knowledge gets now, and I've just remembered we actually have to do the hard tyre knowledge as well. Well, we don't need any hard tyre knowledge, it's fine. If we put the driving style on attack, that'll heat up the tyres and get better experience points gains actually. So Vasquez actually has gone 6th. He's just under a second off the time, and North is, sorry for that, 11th. That's not too bad. Vasquez goes up to 5th, and North actually 3rd. Oh, I'm sorry I hit the microphone a bit there in my excitement, but 3rd place. So we have Nina Holtz and Harry Chapman. That's a 1-2 for Steinman. Not much surprise, they are the Mercedes of the world. We are 3rd for Kitano on the mediums, 6th for Kitano also on the mediums, and all the other of the top 7 are on the softs. At the back of the pack we've got Ribeiro for Villan Racing, who I think is supposed to be Felipe Nasr, and then we've got Iker Vidal, who is Roberto Meri, and of course Alejandro Marino, who is I think supposed to be Pastor Maldonado, the legend himself. The engineers must have been doing a good job with Jenny North's setup, because they were showing some impressive pace out there. So the track here in Doha suit the Kitano Sport car or something. Oh, okay, so the fans are quite liking us at the minute. Now we've got qualifying. Objective, qualify 16th or above. I think we can pretty handily have that. So soft tyres, and we'll put qualifying trim on. But we're more bothered about the race rather than the. So we'll just save these setups for next season. So Vaz Quiz 96 Kitano Season 1. And then we'll change setup. North 98 Kitano Season 1. There we go, okay. So here we are. Ready for qualifying. And we'll take the qualifying, I think. Send out. So actually North was on a 96% setup as well. I saved that as 98. Optimum balance down by 1% even though we haven't set a lap. Interesting. Funny little bug by the game, I think, there. Oh, I better just tick the clear optimization on. I'm pretty useless at the manual management things. I don't mind if we screw this up a little bit. I'm just looking to automate qualifying as best I can. So we've overheated some of the stuff. Let's actually go on board with North because they're leading. So we've got brake temperature overheated and tyre temperature perfect, and then on Vasquez, brake temperature overheated and tyre temperature cold. Well, that's not great. But let's see how they qualify then. The track is nice and sunny, and the grip is increasing as the session goes on, so that'll help us a lot. And Vasquez actually set the fastest. Oh well, they're the first 2 cars on the track actually, so you know, I can't really do anything about that. But here they come across the line. That's North on provisional pole. Vasquez beats her to provisional pole by half a second, and now they're on their in lap. And all that remains is to see where they go. So Zoe Sharp beats them to pole in the Red Bull. Vasquez by half a second and North by just over a second. North has the lower qualifying stats though, so that makes sense. It's good to see that we've beaten the Manners and the Sauber equivalent, although Ribeiro actually beats North. That's a bit of a shame. But we'll go out on a much more rubbered up track later and try to set some faster times. Harry Chapman, of course, Lewis Hamilton setting a provisional pole. Holt's just behind him and behind Sharp. So we'll speed up time a little bit. At least until... Can you let me out for another lap? No, not yet. I have to wait. Okay, the grip looks good now. And you can get lost. Have a new pair of softs. Just so you don't interfere with Vasquez behind you. I'll send him out a couple of seconds later, also on the softs. The AI is pretty damn terrible at optimizing the clear air. Cold, overheated, and overheated and good. Okay, so this is it, our last hot lap here. Can Vasquez improve on 5th? Can North actually improve on 16th? Because that's awful. I'm not very happy with North qualifying 16th. She's not actually setting a faster time. Vasquez 6th. He says, "God damn it, that was not great. Going to take another crack at it." Well, you can't. That's it. The session's done. You did the best you could. But you did get out-qualified by a Williams, a Red Bull. So you are roughly higher than we'd expect you to. North, though, 14th. You're getting out-qualified by Force Indias. And you got out-qualified by a Manor. That's, I think, Grosjean. Oh, no, Lotus, sorry. You got out-qualified by a Lotus. And by a Sauber. That's... ouch. Like, I don't want that sort of success from a world champion. Sorry to say, you're going to have to buck up your ideas in a race. Although your marketability is good, so I do want to keep you for the money, but... you're a terrible driver. Man, this brake temperature thing sucks, says Pedro Mello. At least I don't have to worry about qualifying in the Formula 3. That is true. This is one of the things that trips me up. I'm awful at the qualifying minigame. I absolutely suck, and that's why Jenny North is 14th, probably. Here we are for the race then. Objective 16th or above, although we want to finish in a decent position to win 7th in the constructors' standings. I think light-footed medium tyres, and we'll go for the race trim performance increase. And you can go on the soft tyres. Car set up. So we will change that. Fuel options. So it's 17 laps. We'll keep the 17 laps of fuel. Tyre choice. Start on the softs and then to the mediums, I think, for you. Although you have got the medium tyres with slower bonus. I'm not sure why there's a siren outside my window. But hey ho. We shall press on. So soft to medium for Vasquez. And let's have a look at North. Has she got a higher smoothness stat? 8 to 10, 10 to 12. So okay, so she can last a lot longer. You can start on the mediums because you're further down the grid. Driver strategy. Now this is a difficult one. We'll put the push to warm up the tyres for now, but I'm not too bothered. So Harry Chapman, Lewis Hamilton starts from pole. Zoe Sharp, Daniel Ricciardo alongside. I'm just going to say the Motorsport Manager names, because saying their real life names is starting to confuse me as well now. Oh, good start there from Vasquez. He threads the needle. He's up to 4th. What a move. And North actually losing a position there, 15th place. Stuck behind a big barrier of cars. Let's pump you up to overtake mode and see if we can't get some heat into those tyres. Vasquez actually doing pretty well. He's pulled out a nice gap from Oliveira, who's you know, lagging behind, and he's going for a move on Holtz. He nearly went for a move there, but not quite. North has actually slipped backwards. You're bloody awful. I don't know why I hire you. You're getting beaten by a Manor on hard tyres. Oh, Christ. I think double softs would be better for North, but anyway, good luck. Well, I admit I looked at that message slightly late. Medium. Let's see if we can do a bit better. Vasquez, though, punching well above his weight, as Fernando Alonso was renowned for in real life. But that Kitano is much slower than every car around it. We're slower than the Williams, we're slower than the Red Bull, and we're slower than the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Or, sorry, the Steinman, Panther, Windsor, and Rossini. But he's doing pretty well so far, so we'll keep him there. North getting up to 4th. Okay, that's decent. We really don't have that straight line speed, though. Vasquez actually keeping himself on the straight and narrow there. I'm going to keep him on push for a little bit longer. North is just stuck in that pack of cars. Well, if we put her to attack and overtake, let's see how she does there. Nice move on Wexler. We're up the inside, round the outside, and now we're pushing in towards De Graaf in the Risalto Corsa. Nice move, okay. Oh no, he gets us back around the inside, backing off. Up the inside again, and I think we've got the move done. Yep, we do. Now we're going for Schmidt, who I think is Nico Hulkenberg. And we've got to conserve the fuel a bit, so try to push for the medium and get the softs for that final blow. Yep, that's the plan, Pedro. That's our plan. We'll put the softs on push, and we'll take the neutral down for Vasquez because Ribeiro's starting to close up. Oh, we accidentally time warped a bit too much there, but North is up to 12th thanks to that nice speedy lap in the middle. Vasquez dropping back from Holtz. Oliveira is closing in, but can't quite get close enough to make a move, which is hopefully the way it's going to stay for a bit. We are the worst at conserving tyres, so maybe we should conserve some tyre wear for now. Okay, we are at optimum temperature for the tyres for North as well, so we will just conserve. North is running her own race. She's a second behind Schmidt and a second ahead of De Graaf, so we'll just focus on Vasquez for now. Vasquez will put in neutral. Medium. I think that engine mode is perfectly fine, although I could be wrong. We shall see. And let's get you back going again. Okay, so I think we want to pit around lap 7 if the softs are going to hold out that long. If we burn a bit of fuel, right, so if we conserve the tyres here but put overtake engine mode on, we might be able to balance it out and save the tyres a bit. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so we're roughly on the same amount of tyre saving as the other cars. So we'll switch back to medium and to neutral. North is actually catching Schmidt and Lippinen now, although she might not be able to catch them before the medium tyres start going off. Although Vasquez is starting to pull away from Oliveira though, so that's good. He'll be ahead of the chasing pack. I think the cliff percentage for softs is 10%, so we should be good to pit around lap 8. Schmidt needs to get out of my way. Well, you've beaten him actually, you're ahead of him now, so I'm not sure why you're telling me that. Are you going to conserve the tyres with Vasquez to put softs, or stay normal to put mediums? I think I'm going to go for mediums because the AI is probably going to do that strategy as well. So we'll probably do a soft medium, medium to soft strategy. Although double softs could work, but I'm a bit more dubious about that. Particularly as we are having to push the car a lot to get it where it is now. I think North will be able to get into the points when she switches to softs. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of the cars in the points right now are running on the faster softs. And she's starting to close in on a few because she has the better tyres. We can save those for a bit longer actually. Vasquez, he's running a bit of a race of his own again. Just stuck in no man's land. Actually, I think we'll conserve the tyres just to get that lap longer. Ooh, Surikov has gotten past Oliveira. Actually, that's bad news because Surikov is a much faster car than us. And much faster car than Oliveira, who is sort of gatekeeping behind us. North is just sitting right outside the points though, that's good. So we are just sitting with Vasquez. We'll pit. Yeah, we're seeing a bit of tyre wear now. Yep, you can pit at the end of next lap. That is perfectly fine by me, buddy old pal. And you are fourth, so that's good. I'm very happy with that. Chapman has actually pitted onto the mediums, so we're going to pit this lap onto the mediums as well. Part condition, not looking too bad. Is it better to go fast? I think it is. Okay. Oh, but that pit lane is going to give Chapman the cut though. And he's just jumped straight back into third. Bugger. Well, a few cars are pitting. De Graaf, Saarinen, and I think that was Surikov who's just pitted. Yep. North can go a bit further actually. So she's 9th now thanks to the cars that are pitting. And she will be, well, after these guys all pit, she'll be about, I think she'll be in the top 3. Or roughly about that amount. Vasquez is struggling a bit, but so is everyone else, so the pace deficit is not too bad. Speed up time a little bit here until Vasquez goes into the pits. He's on 12% tyres, so he should just make it into the pits before the cliff percentage gets him. There we go, 10%, and he dives into the pits. Holtz has to fix a mechanical issue. Not so for Vasquez. What a pit stop. Like lightning, actually. He's the 4th fastest pit stop. And he gets out ahead of the Oliveira and all that, you know. Well done. He gets ahead of Holtz, but Holtz, of course, has just come out of the repair section, and Ribeiro is obviously repairing in the pits as well. So, North is actually fourth and North. We're going to put Vasquez on attack and overtake because that's a really good strategy for your outlap. Your outlap and inlap are absolutely crucial in this game. We've got a big train of cars behind us. Behind North, sorry. So we should be able to do one more lap, I think. Yep, we'll be good for one more lap. Vasquez overtaking everyone behind us. That's sharp in the pits, actually. Going the double softs route. And we will put Vasquez to conserve and medium. Now this lap we're going to pit North. And actually, yeah, we're going to go in the softs. I think we could have done the double softs. We'll go fast. And then we will change that to overtake mix. And that'll give us the best in-lap we can. Vasquez right on the back of Surikov. He's on the fresher mediums, but Surikov is in the faster car. He's stuck behind him, actually. See if we can get past him. Oliveira must be pushing hard because she's caught right up to the back of us. North, you know, going to come into the pits this lap. Onto the soft tyres. In we go. Rear jack done. All tyres done. What a pit stop. Excellent job. Here we go. And we're going to come out. Oh, we're side by side with Schmidt. He's got to let us go. Who's going to come out first? Oh, Schmidt gets past first. Deary me, that was quite something. We got released right into his path. Vasquez, 4th place. Bloody hell, that's good. We'll put on the neutral, actually, because that's fantastic. We've got North pulling away. There's a few cars still to pit, so it looks like it'll be double points for us. He's already in the points anyway, actually. Holtz is in the faster car, though, trying to get back round us. And there's Blanc in the Lotus holding everyone up. Hopefully he can hold up Holtz a little bit more. But yeah, we're burning through our tyres and fuel now, so we have got to conserve. There we go. So we will put ourselves on neutral and low for a bit. We've got to put ourselves on low and conserve a bit more fuel to the end of the race. We've burned 0.61. Wow, sheesh. 9 to 11 laps of mediums. Yeah, I need to conserve those. But I think we're doing quite well for ourselves here. Siri Lundqvist has crashed. That's the Villan into the wall. Oh, and half the cars come out the other side of the barrier. Luckily, no safety car, thank God. If we had a safety car now, we'd be buggered. We'd lose all the good lead we had, but here we are though, 4th. And I don't mind dropping to 5th even. That's quite good. So Vasquez just running his own little race there. North is going to be dropping back a bit probably. She's got to stay on the low fuel mix for a lap or two. Actually, we need to conserve those tyres. Vasquez 0.07. He's not doing too bad, just cruising. It's North we've got to worry about. Blanc on the slower Lotus on the hard tyres, still not getting close enough to overtake, and not actually holding Schmidt and Holtz back for us, so that's a godsend. Thank you very much, Blanc or Grosjean or whoever your real life fella is. North still not earning back enough fuel. Okay, so this is a bit of a conundrum. Do we go medium and hope that she earns back enough fuel to finish the race, or do we go low for one more lap and risk losing Saarinen from our reach? Okay, so there's enough there for Vasquez to go into high fuel mode, and we'll put him on conserve because his tyres are looking a little bit bold. Blanc is actually getting close, props to him. But no, you won't be able to cope now. Not when I switch it into neutral. We've just got to keep Surikov behind us. Put the softs on yellow. Yep, the softs are on yellow now. I'm sorry, the stream is on a bit of a delay, I assume. So I'm getting your advice a few seconds after you actually type it. And North is actually zeroing out her points. Vasquez staying ahead, actually 2.6 seconds, I think that is. He's got enough, I think, to make it to the end. I'll put him on neutral, try and increase the pace a bit. Blanc is starting to drop away. We're gaining on Saarinen a bit, I think, but I don't think it'll be enough before the end of the race. Red on yellow. Red tyres? They're already as hot as they can really go. Looks like Vasquez is just going to cruise home. We can just use up that. And North, just going to go as fast as she can. Won't be able to get 7th from Saarinen, unfortunately, but 4th for Vasquez is pretty good. That's a double points finish, and that should get us some good points in the standings. Chapman wins for Steinman Motorsport, with Sharp in 2nd place. Oliveira getting a podium actually for Windsor Racing. And Vasquez coming home in 4th. Excellent job. North just losing out to Saarinen, but that's 8th place. That's some solid points. It's quite good. And there we go. That's the race. Almost over. That's the winner. Chapman wins for Steinman Motorsport. And actually Holtz has had an absolutely shocker of a race. I do believe Oliveira Lipponen, that might be the leader of the championship for Windsor Racing. But yeah, Holtz just got stuck behind Blanc for the entire last stint. Of course, she had to repair the car in the pits and got stuck behind that pack of slower cars, which we managed to sneak past, but she never did. Pedro says, nice race. Well, thank you, Pedro. I do try. It's a pretty good first race. I admit I'm not the best manager in the world, but I'm fairly decent, I'd like to say. Surikov actually gets a time penalty, but it doesn't change anything. Or does it? No, I don't think it does. Nope, everything's still the same. So there we go. We've got 12 points from Vasquez and 4 points from North. So that's 16 points, and that puts us pretty well in the constructors' standings. That's 4th actually, and our target is 7th. So we're shooting pretty well above our weight. Switch to my PC account. It's easier to follow the race and type. Well, thank you. I'm not sure what your other account was, but hello, welcome to the stream. We've got Panther Race Team with their good finish. That was 28 points. Steinman 26. Windsor 23, and then us on 16. Ferrari or Scuderia Rossini actually down bad there too. Thornton Motorsport with 2 points for the 8th best car on the grid. That's quite good. Anyway, that was the first of 16 rounds of the champion, and they say Kitano Sport are awesome. Lots of excitement for Harry Chapman's win, but don't forget about Kitano Sport. They look strong. Contenders. I'm the only guy who's typing, if you get what I mean. Well, okay. I don't really understand that. I don't get what you mean, but yep, well done. So that was a good first race. I think we might have time to do one more race before I have to end the stream today. It's been quite a while already. I think it's been an hour. So yep, we can do one more race. Let's have a look at how our drivers are going. His morale is going up, but our drivers are dropping stats a lot. They are old. Vasquez is 34, North is 36, and actually I think North has an event where she more than often than not retires at the end of the season. So we're going to have to watch out for that. Well, expenses. Okay, so we got some money. We're actually making a profit. And as soon as possible we can swap out the Rogerson Ales for a better sponsor who has a more reasonable goal. I don't know any of that. The car is 5th best on the grid. Pit crew 8th best. Sponsors 8th best. Okay, we need to get better sponsors. Which I don't understand why. Because if you look at the team, we have pretty much some of the highest marketability in the championship. Of course, Steinman have the best, but we are, I think, 2nd best, which makes no sense. But we better get to scouting. We'll scout a few of the drivers who haven't got teams. We need some drivers to replace, well, probably both of our drivers actually, if I come to think of it. Aki Lipponen, So if we go Racing Series World Motorsport Championship and we scout all the drivers in there, we might be able to nab ourselves one of the better drivers. Maybe we could have Schmidt, who's pretty good. Or, I don't really know. Oops, I keep clicking on the name and not the scout driver button. So yeah, this is a little bit boring. We're just scouting everyone in the championship, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good driver. Stop clicking on it. Damn it. Okay, there we go. We have scouted everyone in the championship, plus every unemployed driver. Can afford to design a new part. Oh, and Pedro, who's doing all the comments. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was the Dubai race. No, it was Doha. Dubai, I think, is at the end of the season. That engine performance. Yep. Okay. That's why we've got to pick the Politico trait, and you'll see that comes in handy later on. But yeah, we've just got to improve our parts now. Deacceleration 20. Okay, so we can build that one, and Vasquez can get those brakes because he's the best driver. Chapman pips sharp to pole. Do you have time for an interview in the XBC Sport? Yep, we sure do. JV Vasquez, could you consider bringing him in next season? Well, he is kind of like a 5-time world champion or something in this game save, so if Chapman is interested, that would be a marvellous idea. Well, we've made them sad, but that doesn't matter because they're probably going to end up leaving us at the end of the season. And he's open to discussing terms with us. Excellent, excellent. Pit crew review. Okay, pit crew is fine. Actually, we will hire a couple of new pit crew members. Hire you. And we will hire you. Now we'll put each of these guys on here. It's actually faster anyway. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good for our pit crew. So I'm just going to put that in auto manage. And we'll get some better mechanics at the end of the season, but for now, that's fine. Scuderia Rossini actually have better drivers than us, and Simon have better headquarters, but we're equal in headquarters, I think. Yep, I think that's all we need to do. So we'll just go to the car. They're still repairing it after the race though. Car repair finished. Well, we don't need to improve those brakes anymore, so I'd say go for the engine. The rear wing and the gearbox. If there's any parts that aren't at 90%, then those are the ones we'll try to modify. Those new brakes, okay, so we'll take all those off, apart from the 3 on 88, and we'll try and improve those brakes. Whether they'll be enough, I do not know, but we've got the preview roundup. So Harry Chapman is the hot favourite for the race. Well, he's winning. Chariot Motor Group, we'll be hoping to see some improvements. They're a good circuit for Chariot Motor Group, says Jeremy Woodford, so that's good. It's also our engine manufacturer's home race, so we have to kind of impress. We have to be on our best behaviour. Let's have a look. Before we go to the Grand Prix, how is that new partner? Ooh, 71%, that's not very good. Ah well, we'll bite the bullet. His brakes weren't that bad in the last race. Even the game journalists do stupid questions, incredible. Yup, that's their modus operandi, I suppose. That gives him better performance actually, so... We got 4th, 6th and 4th in Doha. Can we risk going for the Ambrosia objective, or do we play it safe and not risk losing as much money? Well, we'll make 51,000, so I think that's fine. Same deal as before, all 5. Part fitting, all good. Okay, we already checked that. Here we go then. Second round of the World Motorsport Championship, and we are in Yokohama, which is, I think, supposed to be a replica of Suzuka with that famous S-bend and overlap on the bridge. It's a very nice place graphically as well. Look at that train, the misty mountains, the Ferris wheel. You know, Japan is a beautiful country, and they've obviously recreated that well here with the Yokohama circuit. Suzuka is also my favourite track on the current Formula 1 calendar, so hopefully Yokohama is just as good. Not much obviously to say, the loading screen is just loading. What do we think? Will we give Jens Bergman a practice outing? Chevy Vasquez has actually gone down from 20 feedback to 19, so it's something we're going to have to watch at the end of the season. So he thinks high downforce will be good. I also concur. Suzuka needs some good downforce. We'll put the handling pretty far into understeer territory. I don't know how good or bad that is, but yeah, I think that'll be good. Actually, we'll put them on the hards, mediums. Get as much experience with those as possible. We'll go the other way with north, go oversteer and top speed. They both really want some high downforce, so I mean, who am I to deny the drivers what they want? Here we go. Both on mediums. Yep, and we'll take the practice, thank you very much. We'll give Bergman his practice outing. His practice debut, of course. Oh, I forgot to change the race trim, so that's 10 seconds in the pits. Oopsie. Well, that's a mistake that quite a few make, so okay, I'm alright with that. Don't know why you were scouting for a new driver. You have 2 world champions in your team. Yes, but they are old world champions. You saw at the end of the race there, their skills were going down by about 5% a race, which means they're going to lose stats every season they do, and it's going to get worse. So I pretty much want to at least replace Vasquez or North, at least one of them, with a younger, faster driver in the season. Bergman doesn't have enough potential. I would, but he has terrible marketability and not enough potential to replace. So yeah. And I think North will probably end up retiring at the end of the season anyway at 36th. That's usually about the... oopsie, I forgot. The lap times are really short here, so I forgot to bring the drivers in. Well, we'll bring in North. Bergman can set his first time lap in the championship, and then we'll bring him back in and continue treating him like crap. Let's make the handling a bit stiffer, he says. Okay, Mr. Reserve. Oh, and it's raining, of course it's raining. I saw it was raining, and I didn't remember it was raining. Well, we're going to have to give up the bonuses for dry tyres. But hey-ho, that's fine. At least we can get the race trim bonus. I didn't see the stats after the race. Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunately a killer. I'd love to keep them both, because they are actually statistically the best driver pairing in the game, I think. Hello, Jeb, says Jack Meads. Hello, Jack. I know a few Jacks, and I'm not sure which one you are, but welcome anyway. He wants the suspension to be a bit stiffer, he said. Well, Bergman said. I don't know. And the speed balance is actually excellent, so we'll keep it as is. There we go. Downforce as is. Great. Okay. So we've started off with a 92% setup. That's brilliant. So we'll just go into the intermediates and send you out. Metro card. Oh, hello. Yep, I remember you obviously from RNLF2. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. Well, actually it hasn't been a while. It's only been a week, but you know. The aero setup feels fantastic, says Bergman. He's in 9th. He's sat behind, is that one of the Panther cars? It's not Surikov. Is it Sharp? Yep, it's Sharp. Okay, so North is on her outlap. Pretty good, how about you? Yeah, I'm not too bad. You know, just chilling out, playing some Motorsport Manager to start the day. Ooh, Bergman doesn't have a great setup. Yeah, 79%. He said he wanted a lot stiffer handling. Does he want it more that way? Wants lower tyre pressure as well. We'll see how he thinks about more speed. Bit more downforce as well. Intermediates. Well, we'll have a good grasp of intermediate tyres by the end of this anyway. In comes North. Excellent, great, excellent. Okay, so that's pretty much the best setup we can hope for. 98% actually, fantastic. Okay, we will send you out back on those inters. And Bergman head out ahead of you, but he'll be pitting in at the end of this lap anyway, because he has got a terrible setup. Race trim level 2, and here comes Bergman into the pits. I'm not sure who Bergman's supposed to be. Oh, handling very poor. It seems I should have had a softer. But the downforce is excellent. Speed balance poor. Okay, so he wanted softer handling. I'll give him softer handling. There we go, 63%, that should be alright. Speed balance. He liked it when it was more towards the acceleration side of things, so if we put on 38. Okay, so that should be good actually. We'll see how that goes. And then he can come in. The water seems to be going away actually as I send them out, so Hopefully I can get a few laps in on some dry tyres to increase their bonuses before the end. And we'll just bring in Bergman straight off the bat, because he has still got his awful setup. Intermediate tyres, doing quite well. Bring North in as well, because the track is going to dry out. Can we put her on the super hards? I think we can. Yep. Okay, so sorry, the mediums. Yep, we'll plop her on the mediums. There we go. Nice and easy. And here comes Bergman, who still hasn't said natural. North hasn't said natural lap time. Bergman has, and we'll keep North out on the medium tyres. She can set a few laps. Oh, he likes that actually. He thinks that's very good. 95%. We'll keep that. Anything 95 or above, I'm happy with. We'll put you in qualifying trim. You can have 3 laps, and we'll put you on the softs. Or should we put you on the super softs? No, we'll put you on softs for now. Super softs can wait. North still bumbling around. The water's going down though, so by the time she starts her hot lap, it should be fine. We've got the race trim level 3. Medium tyres still level 1 though. We want to get everyone to at least level 2. I'm sounding a bit like a lockdown what you call it, announcer here. Level 2, level 1, level 2. Put North on high, use a little bit of that fuel. And Bergman can also go on high and use a bit of his fuel. Setup level unlocked for Jens Bergman. North is actually 12th. That's good. Bergman goes 3rd. Well done to him. North still improving. North goes 4th. Again, North 4th. That rhyme. And we'll pit North at the end of this lap, actually. And she can go out, get some more experience on the softs. Medium tyres, yep, level 2, okay. So North is coming in just at the right time. Send out. Qualifying trim gets level 1. Bergman goes across the line. He's back up to 3rd. And that's his in-lap now. So he'll go back down to medium and conserve. see what we can do about the super softs. We'll send Bergman out. On some super softs. There we go. There goes Bergman. North coming around. Actually, she's on her soft tyre run. Qualifying trim is now level 2, that's good. We maybe get soft tyre. Okay, we'll get soft tyres done so we can bring in North and maybe do a quick last run on the super softs. You're on the qualifying, so you can have attack and overtake and see if you can set the fastest time. Boost my ego. It's actually quite close to the top of the timesheets. Holtz leads from Surikov by 0.003 seconds and Sharp by 0.011 seconds. It's quite good. Well, quite close actually. Bergman setting the fastest sector 2. He's a 10th up. And there he goes across the line. He's actually beaten them all by half a tenth. So that's excellent work. Keep the super soft tyres on like that. And why not? We've only got a couple of laps of fuel. We might as well. Chuck North. Qualifying trim is now level 3 as well. Nice, nice, nicely done. North just flying up the inside there of the Chariot and the Thornton cars through the S's. Bergman doesn't improve on his time though. North is massively improving on time. She's 6 tenths up, 7 tenths up. It's going to be huge. She's coming up to the line now. What's it going to be? It's going to be the lead of the practice session by over a second from reserve driver Jens Bergman. Of course, we were the only two cars to set a lap on the super softs, I believe. Although, actually, let me have a look. No, Ika Vidal for Chariot set a lap on the super softs, and Surikov and Sharp. But of course, the AI are pretty awful in practice. Yeah, I don't think it will, to be honest. I think our pace is much better in practice sessions than it is in the race. But we've got 2 good setups, so we could hope for a pretty solid race. Our qualifying is pretty good, and we've got the level 3 qualifying trim perk. So, we are pretty fantastically set up for the Yokohama race. I'm just going to save these setups real quick. So, Vasquez, is that 98? I think it was 98. 98. Yokohama Season 1. And if we copy that, we can just paste it. 95. Oh well. It's close, it's close. Yeah, it was North who had 98. Vasquez had 95. I don't expect to use much of our super soft tyres, so one at the start of the session, one at the end. Faz says Jeeb. Well, hello Faz, how are you today? put the auto on because I'm terrible at the qualifying minigame thing. That's going to be an overheat. Not for the tyres, but definitely for the brakes. Okay, so the brake is good and the tyre temp is perfect. I think that's the best result we've actually had in the qualifying minigame. Faz says good. Well, I'm glad you're good. What are you, well, actually, in the UK, I assume that's where you are. It's night, so I hope you had a good day. So the brake temp is perfect and the tyres are cold for Vasquez. So actually, that's not too bad. Now, we've got some pretty bad form on the board. North's form is 4.3 and Vasquez is 5. So hopefully they can reclaim a bit of their skill. They're a bit off the pace. North comes across the line. That's the fastest lap, but that'll be beaten almost certainly by the faster cars. So that's a 1-2. Vasquez is only 7 thousandths of a second off North. That's a pretty good qualifying. Definitely the reverse of how it was in Doha. Of course, we had North way off the pace and Vasquez way up the pace. So they're much closer to each other, which is good. Schmidt actually qualifying the Van Dort in third. That's impressive. And we are tumbling down the grid. Here we come in for our pits. There we go. And we'll time warp forward till the track is absolutely gripped up. I can improve on that. I want to do another flying lap. Yep, don't care, didn't ask. Just waiting. Oh, the grip levels are falling. Okay, it's going to be now or never. I'm going to have to bite the bullet. Right, here we go. Let's go, come on. We can improve on that. We can definitely get top 10 qualifying. Come on. Let's go. Well, I was going to say let's go boys, but boy and girl. Or man and woman. They are like 30. Oh, not a good qualifying minigame for North. Oh no, brake temp. Oh, brake temp perfect for Vasquez. And brake temp good perfect for North. Actually, this could be a really good qualifying. Here goes. We'll go on board with North. Can't expect much on the straights with that engine. Milan is going to be very difficult. Yep, that's definitely the case. Luckily for us, Yokohama has a lot more sweeping bends and shorter corners, especially this hairpin here. So we're a bit more lucky in that regard. But Monaco, Beijing, the more technical circuits. Vasquez goes 8th, and North didn't improve. Ah, that's painful. GP2 engine. Yeah, that big main straight, that big curving corner there, and the main straight, that's killed us. But, you know, we're going to be improving our parts throughout the season. Hopefully we'll hire some better mechanics as well for 2017, so 2017 will be our redemption year, and we should shoot for the championship in 2018. That's how I think we'll be doing it. Here comes North though, sailing into the pits. That's 13th. That's one better than in Doha, but it's not very good. Chapman takes his pole position, second of the season, I do believe, and he'll be winning from pole again, hopefully. So after that, you know, we're pretty regular. We're 8th. That's about where we were expected, actually. Jenny North a bit below what we were expected, but at least we didn't get out qualified by a bloody Sauber this time. Or did we? No, both the Saubers, Villans, are 15th and 16th. Kitano Sport will qualify in the middle of the pack. Jib Dennis will definitely want more from tomorrow's race. Yes, I will. Kitano Sport did okay, not in P1, but you can't ask for everything. Villan Racing suck more than a vacuum cleaner, lol. Wow, that's a really strong and wholesome statement, Mr. JP Tyler the fan. Yokohama, here we go, race Sunday. we will put on. Okay, so this is difficult. We'll obviously have to put on the race trim. I think we'll go for soft tyre performance bonus. It's the middle tyre. It'll suit us. And the race trim, and I think we'll go for the same for North. Here's the car setup then. 95%. So, super soft lasts 7 to 9 laps. The race is 19 laps long. So we could do super soft to soft, or we could do super soft to medium. I think I'll go super soft to medium. I don't want to double stack though. I think I might put North on the softs and try and do a soft to super soft. It's just good. We'll get Vasquez pushing because he has the higher starting position. Ginny North can stay at neutral and medium. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Kevin Soule and Eve Harding as well. I had in my Archer BMR save career. They're both very good mechanics. But anyway, the race is underway. North driving down the inside to reclaim 13th, but De Graaf on the mediums diving down her inside, and yep, he's got the position. Vasquez making his way up the pack, showing an excellent overtaking there. He's up to 6th, right behind Sharp and Lipponen, although Vexler is faster around the outside in that Racine. Vasquez making it to 5th. Vexler sort of bullies Sharp out of the way. So there's some definite pushing and shoving. Yeah, super soft and soft. Actually, yeah. We'll see how it goes. It could work. Our cars are not too bad on saving tyres, I guess, but put North to overtake mode on tyres to heat them up. And yeah, that... See, we gain a lot of ground in the first sector with the... Oh, Ike Vidal has already crashed. Rip Chariot, but we are obviously losing major ground in the high-speed sweeping turns and straights. We're just stuck behind Lipponen. We're literally right beside him, and we just can't pass because of our GP2 engine. Maybe if we switch to high, we might be able to gain some ground on him. See, even the Van Dort is catching us up. It's painful. Oh, North actually battling Schmidt for 10th. She's actually in a points position on track with merit in regards to race strategy, but now she's dropping back behind Oliveira, ahead of Oliveira. I almost keep saying olive oil and have to correct myself. North, you can go to overtake, you've got some spare fuel. Oh, I didn't mean to click times 12, only times 4. Vasquez fighting his own race. North dropping way too far back. Okay, you can scale back to medium. I'm not wasting good fuel if you're not going to perform at your best. And conserve tyres for Vasquez. This is a tricky one. North as well needs to kind of conserve the tyres. Getting past a lot, but hey, that's fine. Vasquez actually going faster, or nearly faster there, in conserve tyres mode. Wonder what that's all about. The drop off cliff for softs is 15%, so I think I'm going to have to pit after 2 more laps. North, you can go to high. Keep you in conserve for another lap. You're not fighting anyone, so it doesn't really matter. Oliveira burned through her super softs. Wow. Jeez. Gonzalez still banging on behind us. Right behind us, actually. That is not good. Lap 7. Yeah, he almost overtook Lipinen, actually. He had a better exit out of the corner, but GP2 engine killed him. Now, this is a conundrum. Because, I'm going to have to conserve, but then Gonzalez is going to get past us on track. I think I'm just going to have to suck it up. That's how it's got to be. At least North isn't doing too badly. I mean, obviously she's slow, but she's conserving the tyres well, so... 26%. Oh dear, oh dear. If you conserve the softs after the change... Oh, for Vasquez? Yeah, he's not going to be able to do another lap on these. He's going to hit the cliff. So we've just got to conserve these now. North actually nearly went round the outside of Surikov there. Jeez. What a run. And that's Vasquez into the pits. That's a good stop. No mistakes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Holtz pulled out of the pits and banged right into North. Sometimes the way this game handles overtakes just really grinds my gears. I think North should be alright to last another couple of laps. Oh, some of the leaders have pitted with repairs, and that's put us up into 7th for North. Vasquez, will he profit? Yep, he does. And he runs back into Vixler again. Vixler just pulled right out onto the racing line after he comes out from the pits. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we need to conserve fuel for Vasquez, actually. Somehow Sharp is still running on super softs. That's admirable. But she's pitting now. Jeez, look at that. Nippon engine is just awful. It's obscenely bad. Saarinen gained like nearly a second on us on the straights. Yeah, we beat the cars. We did it again. It happened again. Sharp pulled it straight out of the pits. And we banged right into the back of her. And now everyone is all over the back of our exhaust pipe. Fantastic. Yeah. She could do one more lap, I think. And then it'll be... do we switch to softs or to super softs? Gotta conserve the tyres for Vasquez a bit. My tyres are fairly worn. Well, we'll pit this lap. What do we pit for? Do we pit for softs? Or super softs? We've got 9 laps remaining, and super softs is 8 to 10 laps. I think we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to go for super softs. Oh, we're just getting blasted past here. We've got absolutely no pace. Cars are just skating around us right now. Yep, here we go, into the pits. Actually, we've only got 8 laps left, so I think the super soft should last. Oh no! Oh, okay, it's just a short spell of rain. Oh, I thought that was intermediate weather and I just ruined it. I thought we were dead. But no, it's just a light spell of water. Can turn Vasquez up to high. Keep him on conserving those tyres though. I wonder how many will make the mistake of going into the pits for inters. I hope some will, because that's 3 positions. The water goes down after lap 14, so doesn't look like anyone is. I don't know whether we can gain back enough time. We can definitely conserve the tyres a bit though. Lap 14 and the water's going down again, so overall I think that was a pretty decent call. Blank pits, there we go, we are 16th. We can switch up to neutral actually, and to high, and put some effort into overtaking other cars. Yeah, I was almost caught by surprise. The forecasting didn't say anything about a brief wet spell, but luckily it was only a little piddle of rain. I think I would have been an idiot if I had changed to inters and just ruined it all there anyway. Yes, come on, says North, as she overtakes a Velan for 15th. Well, that's a pretty much an Alex Albon moment, like, yes, you overtook an Alfa Romeo, Alex, brilliant job. They're not racing you too hard out there, I hope. But, unfortunate. We are stuck behind a Manor. This is humiliating and degrading. And we might actually even get overtaken by Oliveira, whose tyres though are starting to drop off a bit. Still behind that damned Manor. He's pitting in though. Oh, intéressant. North up to 14th. I don't think she'll get in the points today though. Alex Albon moment, yep. Unfortunately so. Can you have a look at the oh dear, poopy. Oh, they were fine just now. Of course, those are the low reliability brakes. But we're going easy on the tyres anyway, so it shouldn't make much of a difference. We'll be fine, don't worry. Oliveira surely has to pit any minute now. Her tyres are dead. Yep, there we go. Oliveira in the pits. We're 13th. We are not going to get in the points though. But that does mean Vasquez can cruise to a nice, safe P7. Holtz is pitting actually from the lead. Oh my goodness. Major pits for the leaders. That's put us up to 5th. Oh, this could be the revolution that wins us the race. This is massive. Oh, this is huge. This is... oh dear. We're in 10th and 5th. Look at that. The race turns on his head with 2 laps to go. And we are just conserving the hell out of these tyres and hoping they last. Cars ahead are dying. Lippinen leading the race in a Windsor. Although he might actually pit. I hope not. No, he's not pitting. we have a bit of spare fuel, so we can switch to high mix for the last laps. Last lap, give me last lap. Switch to Vasquez. Oh dear, Chapman might pass Vasquez. Oh yep, he's gotten past. Unfortunately, no way that was ever going to end any other way. But 6th is still good. 6th is excellent actually. And Lipinen wins for Windsor Racing, but that's Vasquez across the line in 6th. And North brings up the rest of the points positions in 10th. Oh, well done. That was a good race. Although North really nearly caught Surikov at the end. That was a bit of a gutting disaster for Vasquez, who just had to let Chapman on the newer Super Softs. But that was a bungle by Steinman. Yeah, Vasquez's performance is really good. Lipinen winning the race. And that's going to throw a real spanner in the works of the Drivers' Championship. Checking cars. We've got no risky parts on, so no worries there. 6th and 10th. Not bad. Not as good as 4th and 8th, I think it was last race. But, you know, all in a day's work. Kitano Sport. We have Vasquez with 20 points, he's 4th in the Drivers' Championship. And Jenny North with 5 points, who's 10th in the championship. Yeah, the delay is pretty unfortunate. Your strategy calls come up about 10-15 seconds after I've actually done them, so yeah, sorry about that, but oh well. In the team's championship, Windsor Racing are actually tied with Steinman for the lead. Panther on 45, Rossini on 30, Kitano Sport 25, and we've got a real big buffer back to Van Dort and Thornton, who are on 4 and 2 points. I want to see Kitano Sport at the top. I just love those guys. Jenny North is so hot, says Peyton Hugo. Aki Lipinen wins at Yokohama. Dieta Vexler in 2nd and Zoe Sharp in 3rd. Javier Vasquez and Kitano Sport are a good match. They just need more wins. Yep. That we do. I don't think we'll be getting a win, but I don't think a podium is necessarily outside of our reach. Anyway, I do believe I have been streaming for nearly 2 hours, so after we finish up these last few administrative bits in the main menu, I think it will be time to end the stream. But let's have a look at our drivers. Oh, for some reason that's come up. So yeah, look at that, massive drops for Vasquez, massive drops for North. Vasquez goes from a 5-star driver to a 4.5 star, but Bergman's still improving. We got £26,000, not bad. And Lipinen actually won the race while injured. That's pretty impressive. Volan sucks more than a vacuum cleaner. Yep, the AI in this game are not known for their creative insults. Interview with Motor Racing? No. I don't want to talk to anyone. Car repair finished. Okay, so we can keep improving the reliability of our parts then. Got 2 sponsor offers already. I think we could do 7th or above. 13th or above is probably better. We'll see if we get a better offer. 15% loss. Yeah, pretty bad. He broke his neck after the race. Ooh. So he'll be much less competitive going into the Beijing Grand Prix. So we've maxed out the reliability. On all but 2 parts, actually. Got another sponsor offer. 11th or above. And actually that bonus payment is much better. So I'll take that. Thank you very much. Our team marketability is 100%, Jenny North 91, so we've just got to hire a better marketability driver for those 5 stars. And of course upgrade our HQ. So we've improved nearly all of our parts to 100% reliability. Do you know when the next live will be if you planned on another Motorsport Manager live stream? Yep, I will probably be doing one either later this week or next week. I am really, of course, enjoying making videos for the channel, but the next video is a long way away. It's a 20-minute video on my predictions for the 2025 Formula 1 season. It's taking me forever to edit, so I'll probably do some more live streams in between to keep people happy. No, we've got nothing really important on there. I think there was something from the scouting office, actually. I can take a look for there. Junior series, not very important for us. Where was that scouting? Scouting. Bukhalova, 3 stars, not much potential to improve. Okay, you're not coming into the WMC. Ooh, we've got some Ollie Ryan would be a low quality, he doesn't have a huge amount of potential. Okay, get lost. We've finished all of our part development jobs. Some of the premium principles. Okay, rubbish. Negative trait, morale minus 30. I've read the rumours in the paper. You're thinking of getting rid of me? Yes, I am. That's a fine way to hear about it. Yes, it is. I can offer a lot to this team. No, you can't. I hope you know that. Yes, I do. Even if you do want to get rid of me, it hurts to hear about it through the papers. Well, I'm not going to tell you. You've been well known in the past for killing people, or nearly killing people who gave you bad news. So, yeah, get lost. But here we are, and that's where I'm going to end the stream, just before the Beijing Grand Prix. Thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Pedro, who has been here pretty much since the start of the stream. Of course, there's not been many watchers, but hopefully that gets better for next week. Or whenever the next stream is. Thank you very